Amazing new disturbing video tonight. What happened after this Michigan soldier was hit with a giant wooden mallet that has a father fuming.
I had actually stopped breathing on my own.
Bee attack. A local police chief rushed to the hospital. Watch the surveillance video as bees swarm and who the chief says saved his life.
The New Baltimore chief says his neck started to swell and his throat began to close after he was stung more than 24 times while on the job.
7 Action News reporter Julie Bonovich spoke with the chief and has more on the bee attack that could have cost him his life.
Just getting stung by one bee for someone who's allergic could be deadly. The chief was stung by at least 30.
I almost felt like I was on fire or getting doused with like grease.
The bees swarmed New Baltimore Police Chief Tim Wiley after a hive the size of a volleyball fell on his foot from a barbecue cover he had just shaken out in the parking lot of the department.
I had glanced down at my shirt and where my firearm was on my side, and I couldn't even see the top of my gun because it was covered with bees.
A surveillance camera caught some of the frightening moments as he started to have an allergic reaction. He had just come off shift after working a plainclothes surveillance, so he had shorts on.
They were burrowing into my socks of my shoes and again all over the front of my shirt.
He ran inside for his EpiPen, injected himself, then told the deputy to call an ambulance before he collapsed. He became disoriented, and so he resisted help from EMS. A sergeant had to hold him down. On the way to the hospital, Chief Wiley's airways started closing and EMS started CPR.
I wasn't responding. I was gasping for air. It certainly looked like it could have been a very, very bad situation.
But he's okay, and that's why he and his 13-year-old son Brendan can laugh at the video now.
He's like deathly allergic. His throat automatically closes up. So we were very scared.
Chief Wiley is sharing his story in hopes it could possibly save a life.
If you do have a bee allergy, or if you don't know if your child has had, hasn't been stung by a bee yet, really make sure that, you go through the lengths to find out.
This isn't slowing him down either. The chief says he's getting right back into the swing of things. From New Baltimore,